Hi friend, welcome to the Companies Act 2013 section wise series. Today we are covering the section 1 of the Companies Act 2013, that is the short title, extent, commencement and application. Here methodology used for this video is the section review, overview and link with this particular section with the other section, rules, regulation, plain reading as well as interpretation of the same section and example in the various places and logic behind this section, and at the last summary of this section. This is the useful for the professional who is in practicing and as well as the student who is exploring where it and taking a easy and quick reference and on the in traveling and other time use other time also. First section, section 1. Here see the section arrangement. Here we are covering the section, and the right side we are giving a link of the other section and definition clause where you use this while plain reading you read this section also and link of the other section. Here there is the first section number 1, section 1, short title, extent and commencement and application. Here given that is subsection 1 is the short title of this section, and subsection 2 extent, and subsection 3 that is commencement, and subsection 4 is the application. This is the overview of the section, and title of this the act of this act, that is the subsection 1 says that this act may be called the Companies Act 2013. And the name of the act is the Companies Act 2013. This act is the to consolidate and amend the law relating to the companies. And extent of this act, that is applied on the whole of India. It extends to whole of India, and that is the commencement. This section shall come into force at once, and the remaining provision of this act shall come into force on such date as the central government may by notification in the official gazette appoint, and different date may be appointed for different provision of this act, and any reference in any provision to the commencement of this act shall be construed as a reference to the coming into force of that provision. It means this here this section means section number 1. Section number 1 shall come into force at once. Means when it first published on the official gazette on the 30th August 2013, then that's the section 1. That's the name of the Companies Act, extent and commencement and application of this act is effective. That is, this section shall come into force at once, and remaining section provision of this act shall come into force on such date as the central government by way official gazette notify. Here that is a what here is the written notification. So then definition of the Companies Act, when you see the clause number 58 of section 2 of the Companies Act, notification what defined, that notification means a notification published in the official gazette, and expression notified shall be construed accordingly. So here you are in right side you are the link of the word used in this section. That is the here on the screen you see the whole section overview and link of the other section and rules link of the rules and regulation of the law. That's why this section arrangement is the very useful for the professionals who is in practice. And subsection 4 says application of this section. Here it is written that the provision of this act shall apply to a companies incorporated under this act. This act means the Companies Act 2013, or any or under any previous company law. The word previous company law defined in the clause 67 of section 2, that is definition clause. Previous company law. Previous company law means any law specified below. Act relating to the companies in force before the Indian Companies Act 1866, the Indian Companies Act 1866, the Indian Companies Act 1882, the Indian Companies Act 1913, the registration of the Transport Companies Ordinance 1942, the Companies Act 1956, and any law corresponding to the any of the aforesaid act or the ordinance and in force. This is the given in clause 67 of section 2. It means the company is incorporated in 2000, suppose 1975 under the Companies Act 1956. Then this Companies Act, the Companies Act 2013, applicable on that company, because companies incorporated under any previous company law, the application of this section apply on that. Second, insurance companies. Here it is, except in so far as the said provision are inconsistent with the provision of the Insurance Act or Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act 1999. This Companies Act apply on the insurance company, except in so far where is the save by the provision of the Insurance Act or other insurance law, then that law is applied. Otherwise, all section, this act section of the Companies Act apply on the insurance, except saved by other provision. And same on the banking company, except in so far as the size provision are inconsistent with the provision of the Banking Regulation Act. Means on banking company, this Companies Act is applied, except the said provision exclusively apply on the banking company. This is the overriding is overriding where a specific provision given in the Banking Companies Act, then that provision apply. Otherwise, Companies Act 2013 is applied. Companies engage in the generation or supply of electricity, except in so far as the such provision are inconsistent with the provision of Electricity Act. Any other company governed by any special act for the time being force, except in so far as the said provision are inconsistent with the provision of such a special act, and such body corporate incorporated by any act for the time being force, as the central government may by notification specify in this way, subject to such exception, modification, or adaptation, or as may be specified in the notification. Here the company, this refer the definition clause. The company means a company incorporated under any act or under any previous company law, and body corporate or corporation include a company incorporated outside India, but does not include a cooperative society registered under any law relating to the cooperatives and any other body corporate, not being a company as defined in this act, with the central government may by notification as specified in this behalf. Here it is important to note that here the word retain, that is the except in so far, shall mean excluding the to the extent if any provision of the Companies Act are inconsistent with the provision of other act, inconsistent with the provision of the other act, like Banking Company Insurance Act, Electricity Act, to which the company is regulated, then the company shall apply with the provision of the respective act or act to which governed and regulated. And the last clause, body corporate incorporated by any act. Yes, for example, FCI, Food Corporation of India, NHAI, National Authority, Highway Authority of India, that is incorporated by any act, notify by the central government, notify in this job. So that is the specific act. Then in that case, the Companies Act 2013 also apply. This is the section arrangement. Here, name of the company, legislation, that is the Companies Act 2013 is stained, and commencement, when it commence, how it commence, and different, here it written that is appoint and different date may be appointed for different provision of this act and application of this act on company, insurance company, banking company, electricity company, any company governed by any special act for the time like LIC and other body corporate. So here the application of the this section is given, and at last we summarize the section in a diagrammatic form. That is the first subsection says title the Companies Act 2013 and extend whole of India, and commencement section 1 come into force at once, and the remaining provision on different date to notification and application of this section that on the companies, insurance companies, banking companies, companies producing supplying electricity, company regulated by a special act, entity as notified by the central government. There is the section overview and recapitulation of this section. Thank you so much for watching this update or section video series of this of the Companies Act. In case of you have any query, then you may drop your query in the comments box. Thank you so much.